Hello, everyone. Today we will be with one of the greatest stories around the world, which is called The Great Expectations. Great Expectations was written by Charles Dickens. Great Expectations characters. Now, today we will be with the main characters of Great Expectations. But before getting with the characters, we must know some notes about this novel. So, Great Expectations focuses on the psychological and moral growth of the youth in Europe in the past. It's about a boy, an orphan boy, adopted by his abusive older sister, and he can husband, the blacksmith Joe, and so on, who live on the marshes. So Pip here is the main character as Pip grows from a young boy into a young man. He wants answers to many questions. Will the answers surprise him? Can he soften Stella's heart? Everything we are going to know through the events in this novel. You will get the answers of those questions. And the second one is Magwitch. Magwitch is a dangerous, desperate villain. Will he harm Pip or help Pip? So what we note here is a lot of relationships between the main character Pip and others in the novel. Are those relationships good or bad? Useful or useless? And so on. The third one with us is Joe. He's Pip's uncle. Pip's uncle is a simple, honest blacksmith. Will Pip ever return Joe's love and respect? Mrs. Jardry, the Pip's angry, frightening sister. Will she ever discover the truth about her pork pie? She never dealt her brother Pip well, but she had a husband, which is called Joe. He was a kind person, and he always dealt kindly with Pip. Stella. Stella is a cold, cruel, and beautiful girl. Pip always loved her, and he always thought to be the wanted one of Stella. So Stella is a cold, cruel, and beautiful, and you will know through the novel why she's cold and why she's cruel and why she's beautiful too. Why does she want to break Pip's heart? Will she succeed to break his heart? Miss Havisham, a heartbroken and bitter old lady. Despite her strangeness, does she want to help Pip? Biddy, an adorable village girl, whose heart will she win? Yeah, so the main characters, yep. Now let's get some analysis of main characters. Pip, or Philip Pip. Pip is a young orphan boy who is raised by his sister, Mrs. Joe Gargery, and brother-in-law of Mr. Joe Garger, near the marshes. He has many goals, the first of which is marrying Stella. So the main hope of Pip is to marry Stella. Remember that Stella has a cold and crude character. Pip, Pip spends most of his life trying to win her, and it's in attempt to impress her that he creates a second goal, to become a gentleman in the upper class. His desire to become a gentleman eventually leads him to be sent to London to receive formal education and gentleman training. Pip's personality traits. Traits the features or the characteristics of the personality of Pip. Pip is a kind and helpful person. He's afraid of Magwitch, but mainly helps him out of pity. Much later, he makes sure that his friend Harbert had the money he needs to start up in a business. However, he also goes through a phase in which he becomes a snob, feeling ashamed of Joe and Biddy and showing off in front of his new rich friends. In the end, though, he goes back to being an honest and decent young man who has learned lessons from his own behavior. He's also passionate, romantic, and somewhat unrealistic at heart, and he tends to expect more from himself than is reasonable. Through the novel, we will explain every point of that summary and analysis about Pip, the main character. Miss Havisham. Miss Havisham is the adoptive mother of Stella. She was once engaged to a man named Compson, who leaves her on the wedding day. She thought to be the mysterious benefactor of Pip. Miss Havisham invites the young Pip to the house that Stella can practice on him to break his heart. She's one of the main reasons for Pip's gentleman training. She introduces Pip to Stella and creates Pip's desire to be with Stella, so serving her goal of having Stella break hearts. Let's have some traits of Miss Havisham's personality. Miss Havisham is a strange woman. She hides herself away, wears only her wedding clothes, has stopped all the clocks and refuses to see members of her own family. She always seeks revenge. She's been betrayed by a single man and now wishes to take revenge on mankind in general. Everything she does, especially with Estella, is to achieve that purpose. Although she eventually regrets what she has done and her character starts to change, it's too late. In a tragic accident, Miss Havisham is horribly burned when her wedding dress catches fire, and she dies shortly afterwards. The most important characters in this novel is Pip and Havisham. And Havisham. Yep. So let's go back to the main characters too. Pip and Miss Havisham. So Stella is the girl that Miss Havisham used her to take revenge on mankind through Pip, and everyone is on her own way. At the end, she will be kind, and her character starts to change. So Stella, Havisham, Pip are the main characters in this novel. Mr. Yep, okay. Mrs. Gargery, Pip's angry, frightened sister. Will she ever discover the truth about her pie? So the details you will know about everything and the main characters in the novel. Inshallah, we will be going on the sessions in a very good way through the school, inshallah. Thank you so much.